So back to our regular scheduled programming. So where we left off is that Mr. Sylvester was talking about how infighting is a cataclysmic problem with up and coming leaders. So I'm just going to let him go on and continue to talk about how that is a cancer inside of the the system and institutionalization of organizations.
Well, as I stated previously, you know, uh, infighting is a problem with just about any organization because it's one or two people there that think their idea is the best ideas, and there's disagreement. Now, in small organizations, the ones that I've been involved with, you normally have to make a decision. So, even though there's some infighting, at the end, they there is a compromise. So the only way I can answer this question to the best of my ability would be that it has to be compromise in every organization. Is there any way to stop infighting? That's never going to happen, okay? Because people, in any organization, there's always someone there that says, "I got the best idea."
Got it. So Kali Farina, she used to be the CEO of HP Hewlett Packard, and probably the most powerful woman in um, you know an industry in this nation that has been in a public organization. She once said that being a change agent, you're either going to be a hero or a heretic. She said that because most people that they look at change as, oh, I'm going to lose my job, or they want to get rid of me, or they're going to change something that I've been doing. So my question to you is that when you had to evoke change inside of organizational development, like maybe policy or the way you guys do things, what is the best way that you saw fit to do that?
Well, just like in every organization, people are always afraid of change. Now, my personal experience with that is I've been in management uh, when I was assigned to take over certain functions in the facility. In my work environment, initially I was met with resistance because people are, oh, change, we don't know him, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. And prior to my arrival, there was all these rumors, and people didn't want to work for me, they wanted to walk away, and hey, personally, I said fine, because I'm there to do a job, not my part of my employment was not uh, looking for friends, especially in management. You have to make decisions up or down, and my job is to be neutral. And like my boss would say that if one of your uh, people that you supervise is failing, then you are failing because your job is to see that they don't fail. So how I was able to overcome that was people got to know me. Okay, I'm straight up with people. I tell you what's expected from you, and I expect it to be followed. I'm not overly aggressive. Okay, I'm not necessarily hands-on, but I will observe what you're doing, and if you're not in compliance to what the department expects from you, then I will, point that out to you. And some people just take constructive criticism as personal criticism and putting them down. So I honestly I had no problems. A lot of people initially had a lot of resistance with. I mean, 99%, 99.9% of them overcame that resistance, and hey, we drink coffee, we talk, and we became friends. Sometimes off the job and on the job. So I think, if you treat people fair and you tell them what's expected from you, they expect that from their leaders. They don't expect their leaders to be hand slapping and back slapping and not doing their job, because then they lose respect for you. Because don't forget, you are a manager, and they look for you for leadership. So if you want to be one of the boys or one of the girls, then fine. But then someone above you will see your your behavior, your interaction with people uh, that you supervise, and then what happens is, then you'll end up being called on the carpet trying to be friends.
Cool. So they say there is no more corporate ladder. It's more like vines, and you have to bring your own machete. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think is a very and probably the most important skill that you see fit to raising up to raising to the executive level?
Well, a good friend of mine, his name is Fields, and I'm sure you know him. He was probably one of the most dynamic leaders that I've ever met. I used to supervise him. I was his supervisor, and he now is high in one of the highest management positions in the Department of Corrections. Now, when you met him, just his personality, you could just see that he was somebody. He was straight up. He's businesslike. At the same time, he could be personable. So management recognized, just like somebody recognized Babe Ruth, the amount of home runs he hit. People see you, and it's like you don't even know it. I mean, sure some people do, but they have that gleam. So they can say, oh, that guy's on the fast track. All right? There's nothing formally written that say that you're on the fast track to promotion, but people see those qualities in you, and I see one of the qualities that is your appearance, how you dress, okay, how you articulate your thoughts. I'm not the greatest orator, okay, but people can sometimes go beyond your faults, okay, and go on to other things, your other qualities, by being personable, by being fair to people. So that would be my recommendation to move up the corporate ladder.
I think that was brilliantly stated, and you know, individuals that's going to watch this doesn't know who Leroy Fields is, and Leroy is an individual I work with, and also work with Mr. Sylvester, and I'm definitely going to make sure he gets an opportunity to peruse this because he gets an honorable mention from me and you, and I think he left a huge impact on me as an individual that was young and impressionable, and he definitely set the standard and left the footprints for me to walk into. So I thank him immensely for that. I think in conclusion, I would like to ask you, um, you know, um, like what's missing inside of county legislating or politics as a whole, or Department of Corrections, if they did better at it, they would have a complete shift and performance.
Well, what's missing is